Hello, Maxine here with Tink and I Treasures. Welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to continue our little mini series on excuse me, different types of journal covers. And today we're going to do cover using this, I guess it's called chipboard. It's very rigid. It's not super thick, probably, 1/8 of an inch, I guess. Very rigid. So, I've already cut the pieces. These happen to be 4 3/4 wide by 7 inches tall. So it's a little bit smaller than what I typically do, but I am using this Tiffany blue velvet. And because it's Tiffany blue, I thought, oh, a little jewel box. So that's what I'm going to be doing, a little jewel box journal. I'm not really sure what that means, and I don't know what I'm going to end up putting in it, but this is all about the cover, right? So I have this piece of velvet, and it's just, oh, hang on. Maybe I can get out the package without everything falling. So it's self-adhesive flocked fabric sheets, and this is a size A4, and it's Tiffany blue. So this is what it looks like. Oops, sorry. This is what it looks like. And A4 is almost 12 inches long, a little bit more than 11 3/4, but not quite 12. So right in the middle there somewhere. And by, again, more than 8 1/4, but less than 8 1/2. So yeah, doesn't really go with our measurements over here very well, does it? But anyway, so that's what I had here. And then I got this. I had this material. It was actually from a blouse I got at Goodwill. Isn't it beautiful? But it has these little silver, they're not sparklies, but they're shimmery little, I don't know if you can see that very well or not, little silver shimmeries, which, to me looked like, bling, jewel box, type of thing. And then I had this piece of fabric from just a stash of 4x4 fabric, wherever I got that, I don't know. But the color matched. So anyway, and then I just sewed this down and sewed this down like that. So that's what we've done. Now, to get your sizes, depending on the size of journal you're doing, you just want to mark where everything is gonna fit, and you want to leave about 1/8 of an inch between your front cover and the spine, about 1/8 of an inch there. And then your back cover, you want to leave about 1/8 of an inch, and then just like that. So, now this is supposed to be adhesive, so we want to, I don't know how sticky it is. I haven't used this yet, so this is the first time using it. I got it from Amazon, and I know they had several colors, but when I saw Tiffany blue, I thought, oh well. I do love me some Tiffany blue. Okay, hang on. Ugh. Yeah, I was afraid. Sometimes working with sticky stuff is, well, it's just a sticky wicket, isn't it? Oh boy. All right. Well, do a little piece at a time here. Okay. Well, this sewn block is being impossible. But you couldn't have taken this backing off and sewed it. Being sticky all over the place. So, because that's going to be such a problem, we're just going to, since it's not on an end or anything like that, I'm just going to put glue down here. And hopefully that's going to be all right. Okay, now let's see what happens here. So I want to get this situated so it's about in the middle between the top and the bottom. And get that pressed down well. Okay. I don't know. You think maybe we should do a little bit more glue. Probably should have done more on the front piece. Okay. You just never know, you know, how much adhesive stuff is actually gonna stick, you know. So we need to get this lined up really good. The bottom and the top. And then make sure we're leaving enough space. About 1/8 of an inch. If you have some of the material you're using, like this, you could always use that material as a spacer as well. Yeah, it seems to be sticking really well. So, maybe just get some more along in the corner and along the edges. And we do the same thing here. Get it lined up, top and bottom, and make sure we're leaving 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, I'm not sure what a little jewel box journal is going to be about. I haven't quite thought that far ahead. I just, you know, Tiffany blue and just jewelry, jewel box, sparkly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, whenever I finish this journal, you know, this is all about just doing a cover, but yeah, I'll have to search for inspiration for the inside of this journal on what I might do. So now I'm just mitering the corners. Several different ways of doing this. This is not my favorite thing to do, I'll tell you. A lot of times it doesn't turn out very well. I have totally lost my regular scissors. I have no idea where they've gone off to. Normally I would blame my kitty on the disappearance of something, but in this case I can't see him carting off scissors. But you know, he's just a little tyke still. He's about 9 months old, but you never can tell with Charlie. I probably should have done this on the other side, shouldn't I have? So, there we go. Get that up there good. Make sure it's stuck down. I wanted to, you know, do the sewing and stuff ahead of time because, well, there's no way I could sew through this material. Or I suppose I could try, but I don't know that my sewing machine would like that very much. So yeah, I thought it would be best if I did that sewing ahead of time because I didn't want to glue it. I don't know, I just, you know, with this velvet and glue and, you know, all of that, I just thought, oh, that might not be such a good plan to use glue with velvet. So I elected to, you know, kind of do the cover before actually putting this on. Typically, I would do the cover afterwards. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. It is smaller than what I typically do. Sweet pea. Yeah, maybe I'll look at sweet pea. What did she call it? Sweet pea? Is it sweet pea journals? No, that doesn't seem right. But sweet pea something. I might check her out for inspiration. I know she does smaller journals. Okay. All right, that doesn't give much wiggle room, does it? That A4 size, unfortunately, is going to be limiting. That's too bad. I have a whole thing of that. I don't know. I know I checked the measurements, and I thought, well, that would work. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. There we go. Now I didn't sew this all the way or glue it down because I want, when I sew in, I want it to be underneath this. And when I sew in signatures, then I will tack this down afterwards. So let's see, we want to trim this up. Doggone it. Scissors. Those scissors won't scissor. Where did my scissors go? Oh, this is just frustrating. I was using them just the other day. Yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, I might have to have a talk with Charlie. Maybe he did do something with my scissors. I just can't imagine him carting off scissors. They're not all that light, especially for a kitten. Charlie! Charlie! Yeah, he's not gonna come. He knows he's probably in trouble. He keeps getting into my crafting stuff all the time. I've never had a cat do that before. Our other cat, Baby, he doesn't bother with my crafting table. And of course, Tink and I Treasures, she was always in here with me, but she never bothered anything. But Charlie gets in here and mucks about. I can't leave my watercolor brush. If I'm working on a watercolor, I can't leave the brushes out, or he's got them and he's packing them around the house like, you know, prey. I was in the living room, and we have hardwood floors, and we have an area rug in the living room, and I noticed this one area had this kind of a long thin lump. And so I lifted up the carpet, and sure enough, lo and behold, not only was one of my watercolor brushes in there, but my pencil that he always takes off my craft table too. So yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? I have let's see. I have this fabric that matches. Isn't that neat? That I wanted to line the inside with. But now I just have another dilemma with this. The placement of this is just really wrong. It's not far enough down to cover it up, but it's too far down to have been on the front. And then what do I do with that? I don't want to finish that. Okay. Oops. All right. So yay. One nice thing about cotton is it tears easily. Yeah, and usually straight. You know, some materials don't tear straight. I was shocked. Just like, oh my God, what's wrong with this? Yeah, Some materials just don't tear straight at all. They go off cattywampus. It's very, very odd. But, you know, you learn something every day, don't you? I mean, I'm sure some of you probably are sitting there, well, yeah. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know. How can you tell if a fabric is going to tear straight or tear cattywampus? Can you tell? By the look or the feel or what it's made of? Can you tell if it's going to do that? Okay, so, yeah. Isn't that cute? So, let's see. I don't want this tacked down until I get a signature in there. So, but I want to keep this material with this journal. So, let's see. Put some of that under there. Yeah, I'm sure gluing would have just been a nightmare on this velvet. I mean, I would have made a mess of it. I know I would have. Okay. Let's see, get that matched up good. And going straight along there. And straight along here. There we go. That's so pretty. I'm not going to be able to wait to do this. I'm going to need to find some inspiration, though. I just have no idea what to do on the inside that would follow a jewel box theme. So, now this is just going to go like that. So I need to get a signature or two. Actually, this is wide enough for 2 signatures. So I think that's probably what I'll do. And then wrap this over to hide the stitching, and just have this come around to the back like that. This is so pretty, isn't it? I don't find things like this very often, so I was really thrilled when I ran across it. It was the cutest little blouse, and it had a, you know, kind of a satin sheath underneath of it, and I just cut this material away from it. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Okay, so that was quick, wasn't it? I'm just sitting here thinking, well, that can't possibly be it. Usually my videos are longer than this, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the cover. I might do some things later. I was thinking of maybe making some little flowers with, I don't know, either velvet ribbon or some other ribbon I have, and embellish this a little bit more, but that would be later when it's finished. But yeah, right now, that's pretty much it. So, you know, that's the start of a journal using chipboard. So I hope you found this interesting and inspirational, and maybe you learned something you didn't know, or you can share something with the rest of us maybe we don't know. So thanks for watching, guys, and please hit the little like button and leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't, and we will continue our little journey of all things journals. Until next time, take care of you, love each other, and I'll see you again. Bye.